Good morning, everyone. Today we will start our next chapter of Master of Science in Health Data Science. So, our chapter name is Applied Machine Learning for Health Data. And what is the lecture one? That is basically Introduction to ML in Health. So, we will understand the introduction with the scenario. Imagine an AI system that predicts a heart attack 5 hours before it happens, giving doctors a window to save lives. That's not a science fiction, it's machine learning in healthcare. So, machine learning is the engine behind this intelligence, teaching computer to learn from medical data just as doctors learn from experience. After that, there is a definition of it. That is, machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables the computer to learn from data and improve their performance automatically without being explicitly programmed. So, what is the core idea? That model discover patterns and relationships within the data and that allow them to make predictions or assistant decisions. And the simple example is just like that the doctor learned from patient reports. Our ML model learned from data examples. Now we will go to the explanation of that definition. So, what is our problem? You want your computer to separate the spam emails from real emails. So, what is the old way? That is a traditional programming that you create a fixed rules. For example, if the email contains free money or win now, mark it spam. If it's from your contacts, not spam. But there is a issue. With the passage of time, the hackers change your tricks and words. So, you must manually update the rules again and again. That's a time taking task. So, there is a new way, that is machine learning. You provide the computer with thousands of emails of data, spam and non-spam, and your ML learn the patterns from it automatically. It extracts the patterns from it, from the data. And what are that patterns? Spam often has too many links. Spam uses urgent or emotional words. Spam may come from unknown addresses. So these are the patterns that are extracted from model by your model from the data. And what is the result of it? That you can easily identify spam and non-spam. Even for new emails, it has never seen before. So for unseen data, it automatically do that and make that which is spam or which is not. So basically, you are not here providing the rules that is explicitly programmed, that you are not manually setting the rules. Your ML model extract from your data the patterns and then give you result automatically. So the manual effort is reduced in the machine learning. After that, why ML in healthcare? What is the reason behind that we are using ML in healthcare? So these are the examples of it. That healthcare generates massive amount of data every day from patient records, lab results, medical images, and wearable devices. So ML helps in analyzing with data efficiently to detect the disease earlier, to predict the patient outcomes, to personalize the treatments, to reduce the human error. And this is a real world example of it. That is, Google DeepMind built an AI model that detects the eye diseases. And just like that, IBM Watson Health uses ML to assist doctors in diagnosis and treatment suggestions. After that, we will learn the types of machine learning. So these are the three common types of machine learning, that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So basically, in supervised learning, we will see that it learned from labeled data. So supervised learning learned from labeled data, that our model learned from labeled data. So data is labeled. And what is that example of it? That predicting whether a tumor is benign or malignant based on patient data. So in supervised learning, you have provided the labeled data to your model. Labels means that, for example, benign or malignant is mentioned there in your data. that these are the malignant tumor examples and this is the benign tumor examples. So you have labeled data in supervised learning. But in unsupervised learning, you will see there is no labeled data. So that's why here your model finds a hidden pattern from unlabeled data. So data is not mentioned, the labeled is not there. For example, grouping patients with similar symptoms for better treatment, because now labels are not mentioned. So grouping will occur in that case, that it group patient with similar symptoms for better treatment. After that, there is a reinforcement learning that learned by trial and error, improving through feedback. So in reinforcement learning, your model learn from experience, that is the reward and penalty. And the example of it, just like that, optimizing treatment plans in chemotherapy. These are the three types of machine learning, but there is one more that is semi-supervised learning. So in semi-supervised learning, we have both supervised and unsupervised learning thing, just like a Google photo. So semi is in between of supervised and unsupervised learning. After that, we see the techniques in the healthcare. So the techniques includes regression, classification, clustering, NLP, and computer vision. So what does the regression means? In regression, we have continuous value prediction, just like predicting hospital stay duration or disease progression. So there is no fixed value here. We have continuous values here. After that, there is a classification, basically categorize the data. Example, detecting COVID positive or negative. There is a clustering, that is group similar patients. Identify high risk vs low risk patients. And there is a NLP, natural language processing, that understands the medical text, extracting diagnosis information from doctor notes, and then computer vision that analyze the medical images, just like tumors in MRI or CT scans. So these are the basic techniques in healthcare. After that, we will see data types, because in machine learning the main thing is data. We feed data to our model, then our model learn from that data and extract the patterns. So data may be in different types. For example, electronic health records, patient history, medications, diagnosis. Then there is a medical images, that is MRI, CT, X-rays. And then genomic data, DNA sequences, wearable device data, heart rate, steps, sleep patterns, clinical notes and reports, doctor notes and prescriptions. So these are the different types of data that we will use in healthcare. After that, what are the data challenges? That is missing or incomplete data, security and privacy, unstructured data, and data imbalance. So these are the challenges in our data that we will face. Now we will see the workflow in healthcare of ML, how that workflow will be automated. So first thing is that data collection, the first step. In data collection, basically collection of the patient data in images and other things. So in data collection, we just gather the data. In data pre-processing, we clean that data. Normalize means that make it at in one range and remove noise. And after that, there is a feature engineering. Feature engineering basically means extraction of useful features. So it is very important. You have to extract those features that have some importance, just like age, blood pressure in heart attack scenario. These are very important factors. So features are basically columns in your data. And then there is a model selection, that what algorithm you have to feed there, choose there, just like example decision tree, CNN. And after that, the model training, that is train using the label data, and then testing and validation, that you evaluate the data. You evaluate the performance of your model in the testing and validation. So first of all, you train it and then you validate it. And then there is a deployment phase, that integrate with hospital system or app. and monitoring that you evaluate the performance continuously. So these are the flow, that is data collection, data pre-processing, feature engineering, model selection, model training, testing and validation, deployment, and the monitoring. So there is also the diagram of ML pipeline. That is, first of all, what is your problem? For example, our problem is heart disease prediction or anything else. And then we collect the data, we explore that, and then data pre-processing, and then model training, model evaluation, and then we will see that it meet our business goals or not. If yes, so we deploy our model. If not, so we again go to the data pre-processing. So just like that, the whole scene will be, the whole pipeline will be occur. After that, there are the benefits of ML in healthcare, that is early disease prediction, reduce human error, faster and more accurate diagnosis, better patient care, efficient hospital management, and data driven decisions. And this is also the diagram for the benefits of the ML in healthcare. You will see that find the risk factors here, increase the diagnosis efficiency, and reduce the unnecessary hospital visits. So this is the basically benefits for that ML in healthcare. After that, we have future of ML in healthcare, just like robotic surgery and other things, smart wearables, genomic medicines, real-time diagnosis through mobile apps. So these are just a future of ML in healthcare. These are the various applications, just like we have discussed, that medical imaging, drug discovery and manufacturing, disease identification, personalized medicine and treatment, then disease prediction, and then smart health records. So now we will discuss some case studies here about the introduction of ML. For example, you have a case study, cancer detection. So in cancer detection, the problem is that detect if a tumor is benign or malignant from biopsy, data, or medical images. So now the data used in it is that cell size, shape, nucleus thickness. So you have feed that data to your model. And which technique you have used? That is neural network, CNN, and the flow is that image. Or so the first thing is data. We feed the data after the collection, just in pipeline, that we collect the data about the cell size, shape, nucleus thickness, and then we pre-process it, and this flow will be occurred, that image or lab data feed into CNN, that is our algorithm basically that we choose, and then features automatically extracted, and then model predict cancer types. And after that, the result is that faster or more accurate diagnosis compared to the manual method. So this is basically cancer detection, but the deep learning is used there, that this technique is used here. While we will see the other thing is heart disease prediction, in which the data that is used is cholesterol, chest pain type, ECG results, blood pressure, and heart rate. So ML technique that we will use is the random forest super vector sport vector machine, that we will also discuss in next session. And then there is a collect patient history data. The flow is just like that. We first collect our data, our train model on the past cases, and then when the new patient data is entered, the model predict the risk level. So this is just in summarized way the flow, but the main steps are that we have discussed earlier, the complete pipeline. This one, that what is your problem, then you collect the data, explore it, pre-process it, model training, evaluation, and if it is meeting your goals, then we deploy it. So these are the main pipeline, but this is just in summarized way the main step that is happen here, that collect patients history data, train models on the past data. When a new patient data is entered, so your model can identify it, and what will be the outcome, that doctor can prioritize the high risk patients and start early treatment. So other case studies just like that, cancer detection, that is breast cancer classification. So what is our problem here? Detect if a tumor is benign or malignant from biopsy data or medical images. So just like that, we have these things, cell size, shape, and all these things. Then we apply our technique here, and the whole flow is just like that we have done in the cancer detection. So this is more specific cancer that we want to detect, but the flow will be the same. And then there are diabetes prediction, in which doctor need to predict which patients are likely to develop the diabetes in future. So what data is used here? Patient age, BMI, blood group, glucose level, insulin level, and the ML techniques that are used in it. The algorithm that we will use is logistic regression, decision tree, and how it works. The model learned from pattern from thousands of patient records and predict the probability of a diabetes. The same flow happening here: data gathering, pre-processing, and model training, evaluation, and then at the end deployment and monitoring. But these are just a case studies, the scenarios. And then there is a variable health monitoring, in which we need to track the patient health in real time. Example, heart rate, oxygen. So this is our problem here: need to track the patient health in real time. So data uses continuous data from smartwatches and wearable sensors. ML technique is this one: time series analysis, anomaly detection, and this is the same flow. That is, the main steps are here, that first of all we gather the data, and then we train the model, and then we got the output at the end. So the flow is just like, the main points are here: variable send that, then ML detects the regular patterns by applying that technique and sends alert to doctor or family. So what is the impact of it? That early alerts for the heart attack, falls, or other emergency. So these are just case studies of ML in healthcare. And at the first one, that is cancer detection, here deep learning is used. That is another thing, that in deep learning, basically the main difference of ML and deep learning is that in ML you have to extract features by yourself, but in deep learning the features are automatically extracted, so more your manual effort is reduced. So this is just a general info about CNN, but CNN, that is a technique in deep learning. But you have to focus first of all your topic, that is ML in healthcare, having the other applications, heart disease prediction. This is also in CNN, that is deep learning. And also this one is your main, that example, diabetes prediction and wearable health monitoring. After that, there is a summary that we have discussed the intro of ML here, the concepts and description. So we have discussed the ML definition, why healthcare, main ML types, applications, and challenges. So here your main focus in on that diagram, this one, that is basically what is the pipeline, the flow of ML. That first you have a problem, then you collect your data, you explore it, and pre-processing, model training, model evaluation, and if it meets your goals, then we deploy it. If there is any issue, we again go to the feature engineering and data pre-processing here. So this is your main concern, and this will be used in your each case study that we have discussed here. So this is basically all about the intro of ML in healthcare. I hope this session will be helpful. So we will meet with the next video with your next topic. Thank you.